Good morning, my dear students. In our previous class, we were just started the 10th chapter in biology, that is heredity and evolution. And we know that we have studied that during sexual reproduction, the maximum variation occurs rather than the asexual reproduction. And also, what is meant by heredity? What is heredity? Yes, heredity is the transmission of the character or trait from the parent to the offspring. Heredity is the transmission of the character or trait from the parent to offspring, and we have seen that there may be chances of transferring the character from either from the male parent or from the female parent. So for example, if the female parent is having brown eye and if the male parent is having black eye, either the progeny or the offspring may be having either the black eye or the brown eye. So there are lots of chances or possibilities why the two conditions will inherited. So that kind of transmitted traits are called inherited traits, or the process is termed as inheritance, right? And we have studied that who is the father of genetics. Father of genetics is Gregor Mendel, because he conducted or he discovered lots of discoveries in the field of genetics. Genetics is the branch of biology or branch of science that deals with the study of genes. So the scientist Gregor Mendel who contributed many things in the field of genetics, and he contributed many laws in the field of this inheritance, like law of dominance, law of independent assortment, law of segregation, like that you will study in your higher classes. So he is considered as the father of genetics. And in our previous class, we had a brief introduction on the experiment of Gregor Mendel. Before going to discuss about the Mendel's experiment, you just have to familiarize with certain terms in genetics. Okay, first we know that the basic thing for the heredity is, the reason for heredity is the genes that are transmitted from the parents to offspring. So we know that 50% of the genes are contributed by the father, and the remaining 50% is contributed by the mother to the progeny. So that genes are the basic unit or the fundamental unit that contribute the heredity. And there is a term called allele, which helps to define the genes. Which means that genes are always expressed in the form of alleles. Usually in a pair of alleles, two alleles are there to express the genes. For example, I will tell an example. We know that tallness is a character. So tallness can be expressed in TT, capital TT. Tallness can be expressed in TT. This is tallness. So genes are expressed in alleles which are in the pair, which are expressed in pairs. Okay, and the gene for tallness or the alleles for tallness can be represented as small t. Okay, so capital T expressed as the alleles for tallness, and small t expressed is denoted in the as the alleles for shortness. So what are alleles? Yes, the different form of a given gene. The different form of a given gene is termed as alleles, and genes always expressed as alleles. Okay, so this is the indication for tallness and shortness or dwarfness. Okay, so that's about alleles, and there are terms called a phenotype and a genotype. Phenotype refers to the observable physical appearance of a given organism. The observable physical appearance of a living or given organism is termed as phenotype. For example, when we take a plant, if either it may be tall or short, so that expressed that visible observable character of that plant is termed as phenotype. Tall, dwarf, round seeds, wrinkled seeds, brown colored, white colored, like that the observable characters of a given organism or the given thing is termed as phenotype. ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് വിസിബിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ക്യാരക്ടറിനെ ആണ് നമ്മൾ ഫീനോടൈപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. either ഒരു പ്ലാന്റ് ടോൾ ആയിരിക്കാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി ഷോർട്ട്. സോ ദാറ്റ് ടോൾനെസ് ഇസ് ദ ഫീനോടൈപ്പ് ഓർ ദി ഷോർട്ട്നെസ് ഇസ് ദി ഫീനോടൈപ്പ്. സോ ഹൈറ്റ്, കളർ, like that the observable characters are termed as phenotype. Okay, and what is about genotype? Genotype refers to the genetic code for any given phenotype. For example, this tallness, we have already studied that this tallness can be expressed as the capital T, capital T. So that is the genotype, the code, genetic code for any phenotype. ഒരു ഫീനോടൈപ്പിനെ കോഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്താണോ അതാണ് ജീനോടൈപ്പ്. So here tallnessനെ കോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ജീനോടൈപ്പ് ഏതാണ്? ക്യാപിറ്റൽ ടി, ക്യാപിറ്റൽ ടി. Then dwarfnessനെ കോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഏതാണ്? സ്മോൾ ടി, സ്മോൾ ടി. അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ അതായത് ഒരു ഫീനോടൈപ്പിനെ കോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ജെനറ്റിക് കോഡിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ജീനോടൈപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ജീനോടൈപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. We can say that any genetic code that refers to a phenotype, refers to indicate a phenotype is termed as genotype. Okay, and there are another two terms, new terms in genetics is dominant and recessive. Dominant and recessive. Simply, dominant traits are the expressed traits, and recessive traits are usually not expressed. Normally, while we are taking the case of a plant, the tallness, that means TT, tallness is considered as the dominant trait that express more than the recessive trait. Recessive trait means TT, dwarfness. So, dominant traits are the traits that are expressed, and recessive traits are not expressed. Usually, okay, but തീരെ ഡോമിനന്റ് ഒരു പീ പ്ലാന്റിന്റെ കേസ് എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ടോൾനെസ് ആണ് അവിടെ എക്സ്പ്രസ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നത്. യൂഷ്വലി മീൻസ് ഒരു 100%-ൽ 75%-ഉം ടോൾനെസ് ആണ് എക്സ്പ്രസ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടുക. അതിൽ വളരെ കുറച്ച് എമൗണ്ട് മാത്രമേ ഡോർഫ് പ്ലാന്റുകൾ ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ. Okay, so that is the expressed dominant trait and recessive trait. In which short plants illa nalla, it is there, but it is suppressed by this dominant character. Okay, so that is dominant and recessive trait, the expressed character and not expressed character. Okay, so in the case of a plant, we are taking height of a plant. Tallness is the expressed, that means dominant trait, and dwarfness is the recessive trait. And in the case of seed, the round seeds are the dominant one, and wrinkled seeds are the recessive one. Okay, and the next one is monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. In monohybrid cross, the crossing is taken into consideration between only in the case of one character. Only one character is selected for crossing. For example, if taking the height, short versus tall, cross between short versus tall is done. So that is termed as monohybrid cross. Mono means single. Only one character is taken for crossing. And in the case of dihybrid cross, two characters are taken, like either the height of a plant or and the shape of seeds and shape of pods, color of seeds, like that. Two characters are selected for crossing. So that is about monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Okay, and we know that Mendel, for his experiment, he selected the garden pea plant, right? Why he selected garden pea plant? Because of many reasons, he selected a garden pea plant. The first reason is he selected the plant because it is easy to grow. We know that pea plants are easily growing. So first reason is it is easy to grow. And the second reason why he selected the plant is it has short life cycle. So it is possible to study the number of generations very easily. It is having a short lifespan so that the number of generations can be counted very easily. That is the second reason. And the most important reason why he selected the garden pea plant is they have 7 pairs of contrasting characters. What is contrasting characters? Yes, two different characters. 7 pairs of contrasting characters are there. When we are taking the height of a plant, there is tall and short or dwarf plants are there. When we are taking the color of flower, there are violet colored flower and white colored flower. Then the position of flower, either the flower is on the side of the plant or on the top of the plant, like that. The position of flower can be taken into consideration. Then seed color, like either the seeds have yellow color or like that. Then the seed shape, round seeds and wrinkled seeds. Then pod shape, pod color, like that. 7 contrasting characters can be selected in the case of a pea plant. That is why he selected the pea plant for his studies. Okay, then he selected the plant and conducted the cross between the plants, two different plants, and he obtained the generations F1, F2, like that. And he counted the number of progenies to obtain the ratio between the different plants. Okay, so he found certain laws of inheritance based on this experiment that we can discuss in our next class. I think the basic things about the heredity and the terms related to that is clear to you. First, we have discussed about alleles, then what is genotype and phenotype, then dominant character and recessive characters, and also monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So the remaining portion about the experiment and all we can discuss in our next class. Thank you.